Erin!
What an amazing countdown. What was that? It was incredible.
That is my my own stock music that I've created that I now use for everything.
I mean, are we going to space? Are we in a podcast?
Because the other one is the... Just makes me so anxious. Ding, 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 ding. Wait, let's do it again. Yeah. So I made one for Olivia Travel, and then that one's for Soul Call Ministries.
Oh my god, it's incredible. I see a new future for you.
Is there a countdown involved? I'm never late.
Hi,
friend.
Yeah, happy election day. Oh man.
Well, it's here upon us, isn't it?
It is indeed.
How's your supermarket? Is it like, are people freaking the F out?
I actually haven't been in a while. I forgot I was supposed to prepare for an apocalypse, and someone mentioned it to me the other day, and they said, "Do you have shelf-stable food?" And I was like,
"Shelf-stable?
I don't even have shelves."
You don't?
No, I don't. I know
I try not
you know
to
my
eat
house.
Shelf-stable food.
No, I forgot to fill my car up with gas. I forgot to put my ID in a bag. I don't know
Where are you
my
going?
ID is right. I know. I haven't gone anywhere in 8 months.
Right. All of a sudden, Canada doesn't want us, so good luck.
How's your grocery store?
Well, apparently very full. I hadn't really thought much about it, and then Christy came and picked Millie and I up in the park. We were romping as we do, and I was watching my dog run. If you don't have a dog, borrow a dog.
I know.
It's the greatest serotonin reuptake. Yeah, and then we went to the supermarket and we did stock up. So you could always come to us.
Totally. With the like 20 gallons of gas that I do have. Apparently.
Well, I'll come get you then.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
so it's time to use that teleporter we've been talking about.
Oh yeah. Well, we have our brooms. My other teleporter is a broom.
Nerds! Can we have like a broom countdown, like teleport?
Oh, that's a great idea. The little Bewitched. Ding 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 ding.
Oh yeah, totally.
How in love with you? How in love with you were you? How in love with her? Elizabeth Montgomery. McGovern. McGovern or Montgomery?
Montgomery.
Oh my god.
You know what I want is I do want the countdown for this that looks like the old countdown with the like big radial numbers and like the kind of grainy thing, or like the film strip countdown where it would be like 3.
You know those numbers 2. In Union Square?
Yes, right. What are they? It's the debt?
Okay. And I always thought it was I think it changes because someone told me that it was the amount of people being human trafficked at the moment.
Oh my god, it's a big number.
But I thought it was like days till Christmas. The Jew was like 9 million more days. Okay. Seems like it's always Christmas.
It's Christmas everywhere. What's up with that?
It's got to be Christmas somewhere. Drink your tea.
Oh, yeah, of course. This is my hometown, Fredericksburg, Virginia coffee shop, nice. Hyperion Espresso. Virginia U.S. Congressional District number 1, Virginia 01.
Shouldn't you still be voting there?
I know. We have Qasim Rashid is an amazing human rights lawyer, and he's running in Virginia 01 against some guy that's been there forever and is awful.
That's how that usually goes.
Totally how it usually goes.
This guy's awesome. That old guy who's horrible.
You can use
Bring in the new
for every race. That's true. It's true.
So we have some comments. Let's see how folks are doing. Emmett Donovan. Hi, Emmett. Oh my God, Erin McKeown. I saw you open for Ani DeFranco. You were amazing. Sound isn't working.
Emmett, that may be your individual issue. I think it looks like
Oh,
every.
Susan Fraser, just what we needed today too.
Hi, Susan.
Susan
Susan's
Fraser, a demo swell with Susan Fraser.
a demo swell with Susan Fraser of Goldenrod,
Yeah.
one of the epic foundational women's music companies.
Oh my God.
Deep
First time
Les.
I
Deep
played
Les.
Deep Les, you played a Michigan Women's Festival, and then Susan Fraser gave me a contract, and I was like, I'm a professional.
Yeah, I know. I always felt great when I felt like I had to
Oh,
complete a Susan Fraser invoice.
I
So,
know. Still to the day. My
oh, good.
sister.
Emmett's got his sound. Hi, Natalia's sister.
I love the Bewitched
Chuck
Tabitha. Can we
from
discuss Tabitha? Tabitha, the
Chuck.
tiny witch, who is now my niece, the tiny
Oh,
witch.
what a gorgeous
Mhm.
name.
Yeah. I don't see comments. Melanie, I don't know where you're at, but well, we see them over here in the stream yard, but
They are happening. I am not honestly this is my 4-year anniversary of taking Facebook off my phone.
Mazel tov.
Yep, totally
It's a
gone
big
off my
deal.
phone at the last election, and I actually don't use it anymore personally. My Facebook thing is I don't use Facebook. Text
I
me.
know. I love that. I
So
will
I'm
be
good.
home never again.
Yeah, exactly. Should we play some music? I mean,
Probably.
I could just shoot the shit with you all afternoon
I
because that's what
know.
we do.
Like we do. Well, we thought it would be really fun to do. We both wrote a song last
Yeah.
Friday.
Tell the
Did you
people
write
about the game.
yours on Friday?
Yeah, Friday
Yeah, right.
afternoon.
As we do. So Erin and I have both been in Matt the Electrician's song game for
Many years.
these many years, 6 years, something crazy on and
Yeah.
off. He sends out a prompt every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, depending, and the people in the group all write a song using that phrase somewhere in the song. So this past week was Imagine the Elevator.
I've asked him, like, we've asked him, like, where do you get these prompts from? And he says, like, oh, I just read them in a book, or he says, he tried not to think about it, but sometimes they're doozies. And honestly, when I saw Imagine the Elevator, I was like,
No.
yeah, I'm not doing that. But
Well,
then
then,
there was,
there was. How'd yours pop up? It just sort of.
well, here's what I do. I usually put it in my calendar. I put the prompt in my calendar, so all week I'm kind of staring at it, and I put it. It's supposedly do Friday at midnight, so I put it on Friday at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's where I put it. But I'm looking at it all week, and Thursday I was looking at it and I was thinking I'm not doing that, and I think I'm busy Friday afternoon anyway, so I'm not gonna have time. And then I just imagine the elevator repair guy, and I was like, okay. I can imagine that guy, and that's how I got into it. What about you?
I kind of went biblical at first. I was imagining sort of
I mean, I went
as you
biblical.
did.
Yeah. As we'll see, we
And
both
then
went biblical.
I just started thinking about reframing of our cities the way that I hope that we do, and imagine the elevator in some of these places. Like my partner used to work at Hudson Yards, which it would take her 15 minutes to get from the subway to her office.
Oh my goodness!
Because she had to take 2 escalators and an elevator.
Oh my
And
goodness!
if you ever went to One World Trade Center or something like that, I mean, you're in that thing for a long time. So I thought, wow, what is it like now, completely empty? And what if we filled it with some fun stuff? So I started thinking about it that way.
Well, let's hear yours. Let's do yours first.
Okay.
Because when I heard yours, I was like, well, this is the real shit, and you got to do something with this.
That's how I thought.
That's how this whole check-in even started. So
yeah, they make a really fun pair. So here we go. Okay, so this is Imagine the Elevator, and should we say what 866ourvote.org is?
Sure, you see the scroll going across the bottom there. If you're having any trouble with the polls today, you can go to 866ourvote.org, and they are poll watchers with numbers in several different languages.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, hopefully you're not having any trouble in your Dunsky. But okay, Imagine the Elevator.
York's office buildings turned into affordable housing. A place as big as Hudson Yards became a wildlife refuge park. Imagine the elevator. If Pennsylvania Avenue was the people's house, everyone there knew they were welcome anytime. It's as much yours as it is mine. Imagine the Rose Garden parties. Call me a dreamer. I'm still a believer in better days to come. If every woman's magazine was put in an old-timey mistake museum, along with every starving model, dumb love quiz, and romance novel, imagine what we could discover if all the raindrops were buttercups and lemon drops on our muffin tops. Were there just to keep us warm through the winter, aren't they? Every hammer, every nail, and every splinter would not compare to what we built together. So call me a dreamer. I'm still a believer. Better days to come. All of New York's office buildings turned into affordable housing. A place as big as Hudson Yards became a wildlife refuge park. Imagine the elevator. Imagine the elevator. Not to mention the escalator.
I mean, what else can you say? Muffin tops? Thank you.
Right?
Thank you for that muffin
Shut
top
up about
love.
the COVID-15. Take it, enjoy
right.
it.
Muffin top keep you warm.
Keep you warm into winter.
There's so many details in that song. When I heard that song for the first time on Friday afternoon when we all turned it in, I was really struck by the rhyming scheme. Delicious tumbling little rhymes, and then I was just struck by the like articulateness of like the policy, and still good song.
Means a lot, Erin McKeown. Thank you.
Really
I changed
lovely.
it a little since Friday. I think I was like housing for women and men and children, but just affordable housing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that word sung.
Rolls right off the tongue. Very poetic, as it should be.
Are you gonna make a video for it?
I'm in the process, as they say.
Yeah, in Canada.
In Canada. Yeah, I've been making a stop motion video, which is we were texting late last night, Erin and I was like, it's very time consuming, but what is time?
There is no time.
There is no time.
That's the great thing about the Pando is just like we're just making shit for the sake of making it, and it's like
I think Amy Ziff posted this morning like this is going to be the longest week of the year today.
Probably with the darkness out on top of that. But like it's like in the Pando it's just like making shit for the sake of making it, and like who cares who's watching. But now look at this, we have people watching, which is really lovely. We're so grateful for people who are tuning in.
Play us your song. Imagine the elevator.
It's called Elevator Repair Guy. And honestly, I haven't played it since Friday when I turned it in.
It's just so perfect.
I've only played it twice ever. No, really. I've only played it twice ever because I wrote it, I just sort of wrote it out without singing it and then had to make a voice memo to send it into our group. Yeah. So I played it once and didn't quite get it. And then I played it a second time and I was like, good enough, and sent it in. So this is literally the third time it's ever been played.
You heard it here for the third time, folks.
The other thing I want to say about it is that our leader, Matt the electrician, he has such a distinctive sound and style that I was kind of trying to channel Matt the electrician with this. So if you know him, you might catch that this is the like Matt the electrician beat. Imagine the elevator repair guy for heaven. Picture how very busy he must be. The politics, well, not to mention the pressure to get everyone where they're supposed to be. I hope the people in line are very patient. I'm sure that guy is doing the best he can. I bet some days are better than others. I bet some days it's a living hell. Imagine the elevator repair guy for heaven. Picture how very busy he must be. All the politics, well, not to mention the pressure of being God's VIP. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The whistle, and then
You mean like I can't whistle?
yeah, some days are a living hell. That is so so clever in the
It's a continued delight to me how it's a continued delight to me like how we can all start with this one phrase and this like amazing like fungi network of stuff just comes from it. I mean, everybody that sent in songs, they were all so cool.
And
it's very inspiring.
It's just been such a talk about Reprieve, like Saturday morning to have an inbox full or somewhat full or who knows of these songs that you did or did not participate, and right, like you said, that are come from the same source but are so radically different and beautiful. And so quintessentially, everybody's voice is so particular, too.
Even when I'm trying to be Matt the electrician, you know, like okay, sort of like I was like, that sounds a lot like Matt, and then I was like, no, I guess it sounds like me.
It's so funny because I think I said a quintessential Erin McKeown song.
Yeah,
or
well,
I
was trying to be Matt. But it's also really fun because I know for myself, like my last 2 EPs, and then this upcoming record that I'm getting ready to make, like at least 3/4 of those songs and all of those last EPs are from the game. And so when I go to like one of your shows or Matt's shows or Chris Delmhorst or Devin Sproul or any of the other people that are in our group, it's like these little breadcrumbs are there because I was like, you know, there's all these little phrases that are in other people's songs. I'm like, oh my God, I remember that. I remember not being able to do that one, or I remember doing that one and I solved it this way. And it's this really cool web that we're all connected by.
And like also just having a deadline. Corpse. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally. And sometimes, you know, it's Friday and I haven't done it and I've given myself a hall pass for the week for whatever reason. And then they start coming in and I'm like, damn it.
I gotta do it. Shame the motivator.
Well, what's perfect is I just then go set a timer and you get what you get, which was actually this past week. And it turns out to be a keeper.
Yeah. Oh, I think that song took me all of 20 minutes.
Yeah. And then some of them are like,
oh, God. I know. The other song I want to play for you is a new one I don't think you've heard. That is like a fucking labor that has just been like blood from a stone, inch by inch for the last like 2 months.
Oh my God, play it. We'll do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be. I mean, this is really like I was excited.
Blah blah blah. Play the song. Gotta go.
Oh, cruelty. Never been played before, and probably gonna be some bumps. This is a kiss off. Oops, no, I want to do that. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. A little bit of sound. This This is the daily. This
It's
is
going really, really well. It's
Yeah, thanks a lot.
perfect. It's
This is what
beautifully
we're
human.
doing. We were like, should we
Should
practice?
practice?
Nope.
Nope.
Should we promote this? Nope.
Oh. Pando got
Natalia's the one with the control of this broadcast. Oh, god dang. Did you hear the Virginia come out? God dang. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. A little bit of sour with your sweetness. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. Was it hello or a hell of a goodbye? It looks the same to the outside eye. That night on the corner, waiting on the red light. Who kissed who first? Don't know who or why. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. A little ray of sun in with your secrets. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. Was it the bliss of your sexual technique, or just your fist landing on my cheek? I wanna give you the finger, or give you a finger. I'm doubled up in the double speak. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. A little dot of danger with your genius. A little gray area's my weakness. Kiss off, kiss. Kissy, kissy, piss off. Kiss my ass and kick off. Steal a kiss, one kiss and tell. Kiss of death, kiss mad. Kiss the ring and then make up what kind of kiss I can't tell. Air kiss, betrayed by a quick kiss. She's such a good kisser, got me right in the kisser. Can you tell I still wanna kiss her? I'm in the doorway, heart hanging on my sleeve. I'm gonna run before you kiss off me. This is a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss. A little bit of angels with your demons. You wanna kiss off? Kiss off, kiss. I won't lie to you, you know me and I need this. A little gray area's my weakness. Kiss off, kiss. Give me a kiss off. Kiss off, kiss.
Yeah! So good. Kiss off, like a bake-off, only not family friendly.
Right? Kiss off, kiss. What's that? Is it good or bad?
The gray area that you're the queen of. What was the line?
Oh, a little gray area is my weakness. Too true.
I mean,
Hashtag same.
same. Yep.
Same. That was fun. Thank you for listening to that.
Wait, so I have a question of
Yeah.
your process. Do you, because you left no kiss unturned. Do you write?
No, I did not. Yeah, right. That was part of it.
Yeah, like for all the writers out there, do you write a list down of everything you can think of that's kiss related or that is clever with the language?
Yes. For this one, I made 2 lists. One was things that could be both, right? So a wave, like a hello or a goodbye, or like is that good or bad? Depends on the context. What are some of the other ones? I'm just looking at, like Sunshine Secrets, Angels, Demons, like sort of things like that like describe things that could be both and gray areas. And then the other list was anything I could think of with kiss.
So cool.
Things that rhyme with kiss, but also like any cultural references. And basically the whole, I mean, I don't pretend that it has any depth, but the whole game of the bridge was just to put as many in as I could.
Well, it does, and I think it's so relatable, and in the ways that you can, it's different than like these are a few of my favorite things. You're not just listing them; you're putting the language in ways that makes you think about their meaning differently. It's so
hopefully, but it was literally like every word of this song has changed over the last like 2 months at one point or another, and I was listening to. Early in the, or maybe it was in July or August, there was a in the round by the London venue, the Green Note, and it was Carsey Blanton, Chris Delmhorst, and Devin Sproul, who are three of my favorite songwriters and good friends. And Carsey played this song that had this riff in it, and I was like, I'm stealing that, and
which
so
is
I
already
told her,
stolen from
of course,
the
it's
world.
from, and I was like, well, I'm taking that. And she was like, go for it. And so then I finished the song a couple of days ago and sent it to her. And she was like, yeah, that riff isn't even in that song anymore. So it's migrated to your
Isn't that fun? I often talk about, when I'm teaching, I talk about something you said early on to me or years ago, just about that when you're writing, sometimes it's like there's a radio on in the other room and you're like trying to catch it. I love that example.
That's what it feels like, right? Like I don't have neighbors. I don't have neighbors anymore. You don't have neighbors anymore. But like at a time where we had neighbors, where it was like that feeling of like hearing somebody through the floor, somebody through the wall, and trying to figure out like what they were listening to.
But that is it, right? You're grabbing it. Unless you are literally, sometimes I do put on music and like listen to Carsey Blanton and you're playing along, and then it morphs and comes through your own being, so it's never going to be the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the gift of like yourself being like a technically adept and musical person, but not a mimic. You know what I mean? So like you can hear what that chord progression is because your ears do that, and your fingers can do a thing.
Right.
Your fingers are also your fingers. So you're not one of those musicians that could be in the like Prince tribute band because you sound exactly like Prince.
Damn it.
I know. For a while, I was like, why am I not that musician? But it's actually ultimately good. It's ultimately good.
I guess that's why I'm not a classical musician. I couldn't just continue to do it the same.
I mean, and bless you that you're not. Do you ever make the lists? Do you ever make the lists or no?
I always make the lists. Like pretty much every lyric page has a list of words and rhyme
thoughts or rhymes or
often, what I've been doing these days is doing just a free write. Like if I have a specific thing I'm writing about or for, and then I'll let those words come in. Or I've been writing a lot of poetry that is not in song form at all, and then taking lines from there. I'm just trying it every which way, but
I want to hear that poetry.
Thanks. Well, I'll play you.
Play me a song.
Very adept because it has 2 chords, but this is a song I wrote with Mona Tavakoli a while back that I made a video for, that hopefully after today will never need to be heard ever again. Isn't that fun?
Dare we hope.
Oh my gosh. Okay. See you in a minute.
Every election is determined by the people who show up. Say their names as we rise up. Your vote is your voice. Do it for Brianna, Sandra, and Philando. Vote for the memory of Brother George Floyd. Vote for Alton, for Tamir, and for Emma, for the voices and the choices that'll never be heard. Honor the past by supporting the future. Take your pain and anger and be a better teacher. Tear down the walls of the industrial prisons. In the words of Shirley Chisholm, for people everywhere. If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair. It's your move. It's your dance, it's your right to take a stand with your voice, with your hands. Be the drop that breaks the dam. Every great dream begins with the dreamer in service to a vision to make the path clearer. We get in good trouble to hold up a mirror, shine a light until the truth appears. Cause we know that Black Lives Matter, cause we haven't seen the glass ceiling shatter, cause the buckets of the rich keep getting fatter. That's why we're still here. It's your voice, your dance, it's your right. So take a stand with your voice, with your hands. Be the drop that breaks the dam. To the wrongs that need resistance, to the rights that need assistance, to the future in the distance. Give yourself. To the wrongs that need resistance, to the rights that need assistance, to the future in the distance. Give yourself. Give yourself. It's your move, it's your dance, it's your right to take a stand. With your voice, with your hands, be the drop that breaks the dam. It's your move, it's your dance, it's your right to take a stand. With your voice, with your hands, be the drop that breaks the dam. Every election is determined by the people who show up, show up, show up, show up. Every election is determined by the people who show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. Every election is determined by the people who show up, show up, show up, show up, show up. Every election is determined by the people who show up, show up, show up, show up.
Yes.
We wrote
I
a rap
love it.
and I'm never sure I'm gonna do it
Well,
again.
I was gonna say, I remember when you sent me the video for that, you said, "This is new for me."
Uh-huh.
Right? I don't know any of your other songs that really quite do that much words in that short real estate, which is fantastic.
Well, when I got Shirley Chisholm and Industrial Prison, I was
Someone
like,
in the comments noticed that they
Oh,
were like,
nice.
yeah, they were like,
I was like, has
highlight.
that never been done before? Wow, that's fun.
But I also didn't know that quote about the folding chair.
She said, yeah.
So cool.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I actually wrote it for a dance troupe. There's an amazing theater in Carnegie, Pennsylvania, outside of Pittsburgh, and they commissioned me to write a song for their dance group. And I was like, well, and it was for all these sort of young LGBTQ, a lot of young people of color that are voting for the first time too. And I was like, wow, this is an amazing honor. So I called up Mona Tavakoli, our friend, amazing drummer, and I was like, give me a beat. And
so great.
Because I thought, in Pando times, like I could make a beat with my Logic or something or my hippie drum, but it would probably be terrible. So I thought and it was a great, actually pay it forward. Erin is the one who taught me how to use StreamYard, and then I taught Mona how to use Logic and you taught me how to use Logic too, actually.
I actually did a Skillshare in the Pando, actually, where I gave someone a Logic lesson and they gave me a piano lesson.
That's so cool.
Which was so cool. We just traded an hour of each of our time, and it wasn't about money. It was about your skill is equal to my skill, and let's do that. Who needs money?
It's one of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite. I'm looking at the. Oh, hi, friends. Lorna, Christy.
Hi,
Oh,
Jay.
Hi,
Jay. Nice to see
Nicole,
everybody.
thank you so much for showing up, everyone. I hope we really we're here for you. We're with you. And
yeah.
I don't know. We're both pretty numbed out.
I know we were saying before, and I was like, I'm not feeling anything. I'm afraid to feel. Before we wrap up, let's do a little process here. Would you like to share your 2016 trauma moment of election night 2016? Do you want to share it or not?
Yes.
To expel it, because it's been 4 long years of recovery.
We are taking Florida bitches. Go, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. Right
my people, you're obviously, my team has been just the most amazing. And, in 2016, when we were all pretty haughty and had a little party at our house in Brooklyn, and my friend who lives down the street, Cara Buckley, who writes for the New York Times, amazing. She came over and we had the joke ice cream about Trump that place makes, Ample Hills. They always make, some sort of name. And we were like, this is going to be, and I cried because I had voted for the first woman president and all these things, blah, blah, like we all did. And at one moment, Cara left the room and she was on her phone and she came in ashen And then she sat down on her chair and slumped onto the floor and lay down on the ground. She was having a panic attack. And I looked at her and I said, "What's going on?" She was like, "It's over. That's it." Because she worked for the New York Times. They knew stuff and understood
She had
stuff.
the inside dope.
Yeah. And I was like, "No, it's fine."
But the needle. The needle says.
So I'm afraid to go to sleep tonight. I will not go to sleep, even though, I'm also prepared that this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we may not know for much time. And even then, we have so much work to do. But
Totally.
that was my trauma. Thanks for letting me share it.
Thank you so much. You've been heard.
Do you want to share yours? Or
Sure, yeah. Mine's a unique, weird one that I hope never happens again. I mean, in general, we hope never happens again. I was in California, and I had actually just seen you a couple days before because we had just opened my musical "Miss You Like Hell" at La Jolla Playhouse, which you and Christy came to.
So good.
Which was such a gorgeous night. We had tacos and then opened the show.
Yeah.
And so it was 2 days after, and I don't know why, but La Jolla Playhouse scheduled a performance of a musical about immigration on election night. The first performance after opening. And a West Coast time. So I was watching MSNBC, 7 o'clock West Coast time, it was 10 o'clock, and it was starting to but I went to the theater for an 8 o'clock show, and I sat in the orchestra pit with my laptop and the needle open. And everyone else who was working the show, conducting the show, performing the show, they'd all made the choice that they were going to shut phones off for the performance and not know what was happening. So I knew what was happening, and nobody on stage knew what was happening, and nobody in the pit knew what was happening, and I couldn't say anything because everyone had agreed, like, we don't want this in our space. So then they had also scheduled a talk back that night, and so about 30 people came to the show, and all those people who had their phones on the whole time knew what had happened. So by the time the performance was over, we had to do this talk back, and it ended up being very cathartic. I mean, we didn't know what the next 4 years were going to need. We thought, this is bad. we didn't know how bad it was going to get.
Yeah.
So we ended up having this like kind of community talk back, just trying to, nobody really even knew what was in store, and just trying to process the shock of it. I was just feeling like, how could we be so wrong? Or like, is this where our country wants? And I don't ever want to feel that way again. So therefore, I have no feelings right now. I mean, so I secretly want Joe Biden to win. I secretly hope.
Secretly. It's a huge secret.
I secretly like
secretly don't want the demise of our planet or democracy.
Yeah, and I'm seeing people in the in the chat are saying like, we're taking Wisconsin back, and it's like, yes, I feel my heart soars, and I can't stop my heart from soaring.
Yeah, and don't ever stop it. Kiss off. It's a kiss off.
Okay, one more check-in. What's your self-care plan for the evening? What are you doing?
We are about to go out to the greenhouse that we built and just have a moment out there. Christy hasn't been, she was away for a week, and there's a lot of things happening in there, and we just talk to the plants.
That's awesome.
And then, good question. I'm going to have to get back to you. I hadn't thought much past that.
I mean, just stay in the greenhouse.
I might.
Just hang out with the plants.
Definitely going to be hugging the dog a lot.
I mean, I've got mine right here. Let's take a little tour so that people can meet them. This one was a gift. I don't think it's PG for me to tell you what her name is.
I think I could guess.
I think you know, actually. But then there's also this guy, which is an orchid that I got on the night Miss You Like Hell opened off Broadway.
Yeah, but they're resilient. They're like us.
Yeah, no, it has actually flowered. It's flowered twice since.
The truth has been revealed to it, and it knows. So now I can't go back.
I have too many to show you, but I'll show you one more. This is Sebastian. Sebastian is multiple. And Sebastian.
Succulent universe in there. Are there straws?
Yeah, they're chopsticks and sticks to give Sebastian something to grow up on. I just trimmed them. Sebastian uses they them pronouns, and I just trimmed them at the beginning of the pando to like give it a little haircut, and so it's growing back now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
But
love our
Seb-
non-binary plants,
Fuck
and I have
yeah!
a non-binary scarecrow,
That's what I'm saying. What, and does that scarecrow have a name?
Gertrude.
Yes. A scarecrow is a scarecrow is a scarecrow.
Yeah, it scared no one but Millie, the dog.
Oh,
All the
man.
birds were like, I know what that is. I'm not falling for that shit.
Well, I hope that us catching up has been of interest to people.
You know, it was really fun
just
to
a little
sing
selfish.
Anne's song and just hang out with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, everybody. And just whatever your self-care plan is, use it wisely.
Yeah, I'm going to go have some dinner with my pod at a place that friend's house that has a dog and nice couches and a big TV and lots of healthy snack to stress eat.
Yeah. Oh, I already did a lot of the things. I worked out
Yep, me too.
a lot,
Did
ate
that.
some really healthy food, and I started a new, very obsessive project. So I'll probably be doing my, the stop
You're
motion.
doing a very obsessive project,
That's so weird.
and I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. So never give that
You
obsession
love
up.
me.
I do
won't.
love you. I'd love you dearly.
I love you too. And we love you. And
We
we'll
love
sign
everybody.
off.
Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves, folks.
Be well. We'll see you on the other side of the blue wave. Here we go.